Anthropologists in Central Africa have found the remains of giants in a burial in the jungle near the city of Kigali in Rwanda. The bodies were probably buried 500 years ago, and the head of the research group says he believes them to be of alien origin. Pravda.ru reports. The 40 communal graves had approximately 200 bodies in them, all perfectly preserved. The creatures were tall, approximately 7 feet. Their heads were disproportionately large and they had no mouth, nose, or eyes. The anthropologists believe that the creatures were members of an alien landing, possibly destroyed by some terrestrial virus to which they had no immunity. However, no traces of the landing of the spacecraft or its fragments were discovered. This is not the first such finding. In the summer of 1937, a group of Chinese scientists led by Professor Chi Puti surveyed the caves of Mount Biankara. Inside they found skeletons with excessively large heads and puny bodies. Nearby there were 176 stone plates. In the center of each plate there was a hole from which a spiral groove spread out to the perimeter with some characters on it. In addition, the cave walls were covered with pictures of the rising sun, moon, and stars, with many painted dots or small items, slowly approaching the mountains and the Earth's surface. Experts in deciphering ancient written characters have been puzzled over the disclosure of the secret spirals from the cave Biankara for 2 decades. Finally, the professor of Beijing University Zhu Mumniu deciphered several inscriptions. The grooved letters narrated that approximately 12,000 years ago some flying objects crashed in these mountains. Chinese archaeologists found a mention of the peoples who lived in the mountainous caves of Biankara. A corpse of another alien was found by Turkish cavers. A mummy of the Ice Age was resting in a sarcophagus made of crystalline material. The height of the humanoid male creature did not exceed 1 meter 20 centimeters, his skin was light green, and he had large transparent wings on his sides. According to the researchers, in spite of the unusual appearance, the creature looked more like a person rather than an animal. His nose, lips, ears, hands, feet, nails, were very similar to human. Only his eyes were very different, 3 times bigger than those of a human, and colorless, like reptiles' eyes. Not that long ago in one of the ancient Egyptian tombs a mummy of a man 2.5 meters tall was found. It had no nose or ears, and its mouth was very wide and had no tongue. According to archaeologist Gaston de Villers, the age of the mummy is approximately 4,000 years. It was buried as an Egyptian nobleman, carefully mummified and surrounded by servants, food, and art objects designed for the afterlife. However, as it was discovered, not all objects around the finding belong to the Egyptian or even Earth's culture. For example, among the finds was a round polished metal disc covered with strange characters, a costume made of metal with the remnants of something resembling plastic shoes, and many stone tablets filled with images of stars, planets, and strange machines. The shrine where a strange mummy was found also looks unusual. The burial was made of the material unknown in antiquity. The stone was literally carved from the rock so that the walls were smooth, like polished marble. It looked as if it was cut by a laser. Incidentally, the stone's surface was fused. The tomb was decorated with a substance resembling lead. However, the alien theory is not the only one. According to some researchers, the giants and dwarfs could be a mere side branch of humanity that once lived on Earth, but for some reason became extinct.